I told we have the executive chairman of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, Abdul-Rasheed Bawa. He'll be speaking on one of the major issues that has marred election over time, which is vote buying. Good morning, sir. Are you there?
Good morning. I'm here.
Thank you for joining us this morning. So I read a report yesterday, I believe, when you said that you observed some politicians, putting money aside, no, not money, items not in cash, but in kind to use as vote buying. Could you give us an update on that? How many politicians have you arrested so far?
Well, we have not arrested anybody yet. Of course, it's not an issue. If somebody uses money to buy some of these items, of course, we are worried about the source of the funds. But available intelligence, that we have indicates that a lot of politicians, because of this issue of naira scarcity, have resulted into buying items to be distributed, fabrics and food items and other related issues that they can, items that they can easily, distribute. So we are on it. It's an ongoing thing. Intelligence is still being gathered, and Nigerians are being encouraged, to provide us with intel in that regard for us to act accordingly.
Right. Okay. What I thought initially was to avoid people being unduly influenced. So if there are people or politicians already buying things like rice, wrappers, noodles, and all that, and distributing as a way of getting the people to take the product and then vote for them, is that not a form of vote buying, even if you don't?
It is. I'm not saying that it is not an inducement that can be made through those items. And that is why we raised it. We are the one that raised it, that some politicians are planning to buy votes, not in cash, but in kind. So that is what we are saying, and we're working on that. But you asked whether we have made any arrests, in that regard, and I said no, we are yet to make the arrest. Yes.
Okay, you know that you are the man to talk to right now in this economy. So we've been, about the cash policy and the story about whether it's supposed to, we're doing this because we're trying to stop vote buying, and then going into banks and showing videos of some of these monies that were that's cash allegedly being kept away from Nigerians themselves. Could you tell us, with data and real life, how this policy has helped so far with the vote buying?
Well, it has helped in the sense that for now, a lot of politicians that are out there are worried that they don't have, the cash to enable them, utilize not only for vote buying, but for other things also that is associated with their election. So it has helped, drastically. I've had people saying that this is perhaps going to be the least expensive election in the history of elections in this country. So it has helped, tremendously, directly and indirectly. But of course, that the policy was not intended towards, all of these things. Central bank have made it clear to Nigerians the rationale and the reason behind the policy. But of course, like any human endeavor, any human activity, you will tend to be working towards A, and then of course you will end up, solving the problem in B and C as well. So it's working. Just yesterday, we arrested somebody with 30 million naira of the new naira notes. And the question is, where did he get the money? Yes, 30 million naira.
Where did he get the money?
Yesterday.
Oh my goodness.
How did he get it?
And where did he get the money? How did he get it?
Yes.
Because with the policy, you are expected to get 100,000 from ATM and 20,000 naira across the counter, in a week. So why did you get 30 million? And luckily, one of the reasons why I said that the policy is helping, now we can easily trace the money through the serial numbers of these new naira notes, because they are new. You understand?
Yeah.
So we can easily trace. Central bank, yes, these monies were printed recently. Who did you give this serial number to? Which bank? then we'll be able to trace back and link up.
Now, could you confirm
that conspired with these people and then distribute the money, and they have to be brought to the book.
So
we'll ensure that we see it through to the end.
Let's talk about the elections tomorrow. So do we expect to see members of the EFCC present at every single polling unit, or where do we expect to see them?
No, we don't have the capacity. We have admitted that a long time ago. We don't have the capacity to be in every polling unit.
Okay.
But we are the leading agency in this situation, in this issue, and there are security agencies, all across the polling units. So we are working together with everybody. We are working together with all of them, and of course, this is not an issue about security agencies or about the EFCC. This is an issue about Nigerians themselves. They need to own this. They need to understand that. They need to know that, look, what we are doing, or what they want us to do, is something that is, against the office of the citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That, look, you are selling your conscience. You will not be able to ask. In democracy, where citizens cannot be able to ask questions, then it's not democracy. We should be able to challenge, not necessarily to criticize everything, but to ask questions. And so it is not about the EFCC. We need not to be everywhere. And that is why, on all the media, almost all the media institutions, we were able to distribute telephone numbers of officers that are leading operations in various states of the Federation, where they can key in with us, and then we can, go on to
so, Mr. Bawa, as a follow-up to what you just said now, if I get to the polling unit tomorrow, and what are the things I should be looking out for to report to EFCC? So what are the things you expect me to see? When I contact EFCC immediately. Could you give us a list of things?
Vote buying.
Vote buying.
Vote buying.
Define vote buying.
It's being done like if you have you voted before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have been to any polling unit, it will be clear to you. It will be crystal clear to you. If somebody somewhere is buying votes, they normally come to the polling unit, with cash, or they can hide, some 1 or 2 blocks, from the polling unit to lure voters, and voters will know, information will fly out that, oh, so person is by the corner there, and once you reach there, he will be able to tell you what he wants you to do, and then he will be able to share the money with you or share the item with you. So it is going to be very clear, and that is those are the situations where we want Nigerians to contact us for, and to contact any security agency that is nearer to them.
Okay, sir. What advice or what assurance will you give to Nigerians that the EFCC is working for them tomorrow?
What assurance? We have given the assurances. We're a government agency that is being paid. That is our responsibility. Everybody have said it time and time again that the EFCC is effective in whatever thing that we are doing, and that is the assurance. They believe we are Nigerians. We are not aliens. We are not angels that came from heaven. We are Nigerians. We want a better country, and it is our responsibility to do that, and we are determined to do that. And the government has given us all the support for us to do that, and we have done it before. In recent times, of course, you are aware that we are in Ekiti, we are in Oshun, and everybody felt that the EFCC has done something. So that is the assurances that, look, the Nigerians should understand that it is for them and it is for all of us, for the betterment of our dear country. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain for us to build this country going forward.
Okay, just to take you a little away from general elections, we've been hearing orders of your arrest here and there. What's happening? Why is everybody wanting you in prison? Could you explain to us?
Corruption fighting back.
Okay.
There is nothing. It's only 2 instances. People are trying to make an issue out of it. In the first instance, it's an issue that happened since 2018, and we made it clear to the court that, look, we have complied with this. It's an issue of a vehicle. It's an issue of some funds. We have released the vehicle as at that time. The monies were already mopped up, by the government. We need to get it back and paid him. Now, of course, I know that by now you know the history of the case that happened since 2016, and this issue, of course, since 2018. But when you are sitting in an office, the asset and liability of the office, you have to take the burden. On the second issue, you know what the issue is. Somebody that we charge at FCT High Court and then at the Federal High Court here in Abuja, and we are on the verge of arraigning him. A court in Kogi now said that we should bring the suspect to them, and we said, look, we are arraigning this person. And I think there was communication gap, between the lawyers that are handling this and this issue as well. So we went ahead and we arraigned him, and we told the court that you don't have jurisdiction to hear this matter. This is the situation that we have and all of that. But the court, in the wisdom of the court, their discretion, they decided to give the order that they gave, and we have filed for the stay, and we have appealed it, and very soon we are going to hear the appeal. So as it is, the status quo remains. There is nothing like that. So there is just corruption fighting back. When you are, I know that you know the characters that are all involved and all of it. We are looking at a case involving cumulatively, over 7 billion naira of citizens' funds. That state is one of the poorest states in this country. So if you have that money, you'll be able to do a lot of things on it. So we are just doing our job. Don't be deterred, and we are not deterred here. We are determined to continue to push.
Thank you, sir.
That is one of, what do you call it? Liabilities that one has to come across.
Okay, let me just ask your final words to politicians, your final words to electorates, final words to the umpire, and to the security operatives that might be complicit in vote buying.
Well, a lot have been said. I think we as citizens of this country know that we are on the verge of making history tomorrow. So it is all by us, going out there to peacefully vote for the candidate of our choice, somebody that has, proven to us that, he can do or she can do, what she promised. And the country is ours. We need not to result into violence. We need not to sell our conscience by the issue of, selling our votes. We should be able to be calm and cast our vote. And of course, Nigeria is going to be all better for it. As I said, our concern is for us to see that Nigerians have elected political office holders with proven integrity, people that can uphold the issues of transparency, accountability, and good governance. And that is what the EFCC wants to see for our dear country, Nigeria. And I know that a lot of Nigerians have prayed. We are going to come out of this thing on top, and there will be peaceful election, God willing. And in the next couple of hours, we are going to know who the president-elect is and who are those that we have elected into the 10th Assembly, God willing.
Thank you very much. We've been speaking with the Executive Chairman of Economic and Financial Crime Commission, Abdul-Rasheed Bawa. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
Right, so you've heard from the NYSC, you've heard from EFCC. We're supposed to hear from INEC, but unfortunately, they were quite tied up today, so we couldn't reach them. But either way, next few minutes, just discuss the preparedness for tomorrow's elections. The students in the universities, schools closed. Many of them are back home. Some of them are en route back home for to be able to participate, because some of these, many of these politicians are dependent on young people also to vote, because they're hoping that the youth will come out and vote en masse. So I'm happy that they are home, but some parents are not happy, saying that you've already been on strike for so long. There is no reason why they should be home at this time. But either way, they're already home, and I just hope they'll be prepared. The final words as we wrap up this week.
So, personally, I like the fact that they are home. I think everybody should be with family at this time, so that you go out, do your voting, and come back. We can put an eye on you, find out where you are and all that. Is very difficult if you're in a school, especially if the school is away from the main town where your parents are. So it's good that the students are allowed to come home. And for me, it's just a few weeks. The elections is not lasting for 8 months. It's just a few weeks. They'll be able to mark up when they go back to school. Elections are actually supposed to be something very serious. This is the time that the nation will likely change for the better or worse. So it's something that we all should take seriously. Hopefully, when we get to a level in our technology where people can vote from their phones and vote at home, then we may not need to start sending our students back home to be able to participate. But I'm looking forward to the elections. A lot of people are hyped up about it. The young people, most especially, are hyped up about it.
There are lots of new voters.
Yes, a lot of
new voters.
Yeah.
So personally, I am not happy about the students going back home, traveling traveling really far distances to get back home to vote for one day or for one weekend. I wish that there was something that we could have done. I always feel that there's always a creative way to sort out issues. The students have been away from school for so long. They are back now. And, you know, it takes a certain mindset to settle back into school and then have them just ship back and forth. I understand also the fears, why it has been done, because we have the fear of insecurity that's happened before. But I would like for Nigeria to go forward. We can't keep doing things the same way over and over again. If they are registered voters, we should find a way that we create a polling unit for those who you know, have their PVCs with them and they're able to vote. I just don't like, especially, you know, the sad story of some students who were going back home and were found and got into an accident. I just wish we didn't have to do that. But I'm looking forward to the elections tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to a better Nigeria. Whoever wins, a better Nigeria for all of us, and violence-free election.
And I would just like to say that tomorrow's elections are important, very important for all of us. And one of the few items I'd like you to take with you, you need your sunglasses. Get one. If you don't want to have one, get one today. You need a hat.
Face
of the
cap
sun.
also.
Face cap, where you can get an umbrella. It's good for you. A backpack. You can have your power bank, just in case, because you need your phone to record and whatever you see anything. Get all the numbers, the EFCC numbers, the police numbers, the joint, whatever. They're everywhere. Just go online, Google it. Get all the numbers so you have them at your fingertips, and you've actually also saved them on your phone. Today, Friday, try to go to your polling unit now, today, and go and see the place, at least to be sure. So you can measure yourself how long would I have to walk to get there. So these are little things you need to do. Go there today, get a bottle of water with you, get a backpack, your water, some snacks. I would also add a foldable chair. You want to get a foldable chair so that you can, because the lines are long, so you can get a foldable chair, buy one of those things that you can just fold up together. You can sit down in the line. You don't have to stand.
Are we going for camping?
No, it's a camp because you're going to be working with. So I'm getting a foldable chair today. Get a foldable chair.
Please, I want one.
Yeah, I'll get a foldable chair that you can just put on the back. Get your water, get your power bank, get your phones, get your 2 phones, get, what else did I say? Your sunglasses, your cars.
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen, really important.
So we're going there.
And put some snack. And those of you that are barbecuing, please let them make sure the barbecue come quickly. Grill, party, DJ, ready. After your voting.
Easy.
After you finish voting now, DJ can come out and I'll all wait. And don't forget, please, wait.
We should wait.
Guard your vote. Yes. Don't just vote and waka.
And go home.
Stay. Make sure that you are there. Everything is done. That even you know the result from your polling unit. Please, it's very important because these are the things will be used whenever there are any election tribunals. These are the evidences you will gather. So please make sure you guard your vote and be safe. That's all we can take on
Wear your
this week.
trainers, please.
Yeah, don't take heels there. Wear your sneakers. It's really important.
I mean,
have a great weekend. By God's special grace,
Yeah.
we'll see you Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.
Stay tuned. Your view will